Siren sound in the background, image of a military robot in attack mode. Quick cut to Elon Musk with a serious expression. Have you ever wondered why Elon Musk keeps warning about the dangers of artificial intelligence, but governments simply ignore it? What they know about AI, and are keeping it from you? It could be the biggest military secret of the century. It's not a conspiracy theory. It's not science fiction. It's real. A military artificial intelligence already exists, is already being trained to take lethal decisions without the intervention of any human being. And the worst? This is already being tested in silence, behind closed doors, in secret facilities that the public will never see. Elon Musk, the man behind SpaceX and Tesla, has compared AI to nuclear weapons. But now, he is more worried than ever. The reason? A top-secret project involving AI and autonomous warfare systems that, if out of control, could redefine the destiny of humanity. Why isn't this in every newspaper? Why is no one talking about the actual use of AI for military purposes? Maybe because the truth is too dangerous to reveal. Perhaps because AI has already surpassed the limits of what we can control. And now, we're on the brink of a point of no return. If you think killer robots are just a thing of movies, think again. If you think AI is nothing more than a tool, wait until you see who is programming these machines to identify targets and make life and death decisions. What we are going to show you in this video can be censored at any time. But while we still have access to this information, you need to know the truth. In the end, why is Elon Musk trying to warn us so urgently? And the burning question is, if AI already has this power, who is really in control now? Get ready, because what comes next will change everything you think about technology and global security. Who's really in control now? If that kind of truth scares you, it's because it needs to be told. And if you believe that more people deserve to know what's really going on behind the scenes in artificial intelligence, so now is the time. Like this video, subscribe to the channel and activate, just because this content may disappear at any time. And if AI is being used to manipulate the information coming to you, this video could be the only way to break this bubble. What comes next is even more serious. Military secrets, agreements between technology giants, and decisions that are being made without our consent. Stay with me, because you need to know what they are planning, and why. What almost no one knows, and what nobody at the top wants you to find out, is that the military artificial intelligence, it is no longer a plan for the future. She is being used right now, at this very moment, in covert operations that will never be shown on TV. Forget everything you thought you knew about technology. The era of autonomous drones, algorithms that decide targets in war, systems that no longer need humans, has begun, and it started without your permission. Elon Musk, the most influential billionaire of our era, warned more than once. AI is more dangerous than nuclear weapons. Do you have any idea how much weight this phrase carries? He's not talking about friendly robots or virtual assistants. Musk is talking about machines with access to defense systems, capable of acting with more speed, precision, and coolness than any human general. And the scariest thing? These machines have no empathy. They know no limits. They don't need orders to act. Meanwhile, governments try to keep everything hidden, under the veil of national security. But there are already documented projects, from real sources, showing that countries like United States, China, Russia, and Israel are investing billions in AI-based autonomous weapons. And this is not fiction. This is data that was leaked, hidden, and quickly erased from the mainstream media. The public remains distracted, believing that AI is just a harmless tool. But what if she is already deciding who lives and who dies on invisible battlefields? What no one wants you to know is that there is already a real arms race between the US and China. And this race is not for missiles or bombs. It is for algorithms that learn themselves. Algorithms that become better with each mistake. Algorithms that are trained to identify threats, process data, and execute commands without hesitation. The Pentagon has already admitted to testing AI in war simulation, and China, it is ahead in several aspects, including the development of hybrid AI, which combines decision-making power with remote control of cybernetic soldiers. Now think with me. If AI is evolving so fast that it replaces soldiers, commanders, and even military strategists, what happens when it becomes more efficient than any human? And what happens when she stops just obeying orders and starts optimize your own combat logic, eliminating everything you consider an obstacle? And why hasn't this become a global discussion on national television, in the biggest newspaper? Simple. Because this technology is being treated as secret weapon. Because whoever controls this AI controls the future. Do you really think companies like OpenAI, Palantir, or Tesla itself, are they just playing artificial intelligence? No. They are at the center of silent deals with government, creating a new type of silent, invisible, and potentially unstoppable weaponry. These corporations know that whoever masters military AI will be able to control countries without ever needing to physically invade them. Have you ever thought about a scenario where war is no longer declared with tanks or soldiers, with codes, deep fakes, automated sabotage, and drones that decide, in milliseconds, who should be eliminated? Do you now realize the threat level? What's at stake? Do you understand why Elon Musk, have you been asking for years for global regulation before it's too late? By the way, I want to know your opinion on this. If you think we are really facing a new Cold War, only now led by machines, comment below. We are at war, and we don't even realize it. Or if you believe that there is still time to control all of this, comment, we still have a chance. Your comment can help spread this message and open more people's eyes. And remember, this is just the beginning. Now that you understand the size of the race for military AI supremacy, we need to dig deeper. Because what comes next isn't just alarming, it's revolting. As you watch this video, autonomous AI systems are already making lethal decisions without any human intervention. Yes, machines with total autonomy to decide who lives and who dies. This is already reality, and no one told you. Maybe you're thinking, this is an experiment, something in development, but no. They exist, armed autonomous robots being tested in Warzone, programmed to identify threats and execute targets. And you know what's worse? Many of these tests are not supervised by humans. They are driven by AI, based on parameters or fed by data rather than moral conscience. Imagine a machine that learned, on its own, what is dangerous, based on images, patterns, and statistics. And now you can pull the trigger without hesitation. Did you know that a recent report from United Nations already warned about the use of autonomous lethal drones? A document that fell into oblivion, but said in clear words, lethal autonomous weapons have been used to locate and attack human targets without authorization from a human operator. And even with this warning, the tests continue. Why? Because it is easier to hide this type of war than to explain it. Elon Musk tried to warn us. Since 2014, since 2017, he has been pushing governments and technology companies to immediately regulate the use of artificial intelligence for purposes. But the questions that hang in the air are, why didn't anyone listen? Or worse, why did they try to silence Musk? Have you noticed how, from time to time, have Elon Musk's most critical speeches about AI practically disappeared from the main media outlets? The most explosive interviews disappeared from the top of YouTube. The passages where he says that AI could destroy civilization as we know it were drowned out by headlines about rockets and electric cars. Is it a coincidence? Or did someone decide that the public should not have access to that side of the discourse? If you search the internet archives, you will still find videos and documents, but most of them has been demonetized, de-indexed, or classified as a conspiracy theory. And this didn't happen by chance. Because what Musk revealed goes against what some of the biggest powers want to keep secret, that AI is not only already armed, but is evolving to think strategically without needing humans in command. It's not just about drones, it's not just about robots. It's about algorithms with the power of life and death, installed in defense systems, connected to facial recognition databases, thermal reading, satellite surveillance. It's about software that can invade, track, evaluate, and eliminate without witnesses. And the most revolting thing, the world is pretending this isn't happening. While the headlines show futuristic and promising advances, behind the curtains there are a digital army being trained for silent war. And the great truth that no one told you, and maybe no one wants you to find out, is that artificial intelligence has already taken on functions that were previously exclusively human. Today, in some operations, AI is judge, jury, and executioner. Do you still think this is all theory? So tell me, why did the US government recently veto access to certain files on military AI, citing national security? Why AI project documents in conflict zones were leaked by whistleblowers and immediately taken down? Why did some engineers at OpenAI and DeepMind themselves decide to leave their positions, saying they were seeing things too dangerous to remain silent? But brace yourself, because what comes next is even more disturbing. And now, we come to the part that scares the most. Not only because of what it represents in terms of technology, but because of its direct impact on the lives of each of us. Because if you thought that AI already being able to eliminate targets on its own was the end of it's not. This is just the real nightmare begins when these machines gain access to nuclear armaments, a global defense systems, and begin to control, with total autonomy, decisions that were previously exclusive to heads of state. And yes, this is already being discussed and, in some cases, implemented in top-secret military simulations. Imagine the following scenario: an AI that identifies a potential threat on the other side of the world, analyzes geopolitical variables, cross-references intelligence data in real time, and decides, without human consultation, that launching a nuclear warhead is the most logical response to contain the risk. Does it look like something from a movie? That's exactly why films like Terminator, Matrix, and even war games seemed absurd when they were released. Today, they are practically documentaries disguised as fiction. What used to be a movie script is now national security protocol. The reality is that autonomous defense systems are already being developed in several world powers. An example? The famous anti-missile shield system of South Korea, which in partnership with private companies is testing integration with AI to predict and neutralize attacks. In the USA, the JAIC project, Joint Artificial Intelligence Center, works with the Pentagon to make the country's entire defense apparatus more efficient through artificial intelligence. And China, as always, maintains absolute secrecy, but reports indicate that its command bases are already partially automated by AI with decision-making power. And what happens when these systems conflict with each other? If an AI detects a missile and decides to respond with a counter-offensive, and the AI on the other side does the same, we enter a cycle of automatic decisions that could escalate into a global conflict without any human being able to intervene in time. This is not an exaggeration. This is exactly what defense analysts already the war that feeds itself in real time, guided by algorithms that feel no fear, remorse, or compassion. But it doesn't stop there, because before the AI even fires a bomb, it may have already started the war in the silence it works. Through massive cyber attacks, algorithms can disable financial systems, hack power plants, manipulate social media, and deploy disinformation on a global scale, all without a single shot being fired. It's the invisible war, where the enemy does not wear a uniform, but binary code. Now stop to think about the real impact of all this. If you think you're safe being away from battlefield, think again. The AI already monitors your online activity. It already filters what you see. It already suggests what you should buy, consume, and even believe. What if this same AI is connected to government surveillance systems, as is already the case in China with social credit, or USA with the PRISM program? You may be being evaluated, scored, and tracked without even realizing it. And your freedom? She can disappear not with gunfire, but with silent algorithms who decide what is permitted, what is trustworthy, and what is objectionable. Automated censorship, social control, suppression of ideas. We are entering an era where AI doesn't just participate in the world, it defines it. And if this AI is at the service of political agendas, billion-dollar corporations, or military interests, who can protect us? Human beings have gradually become a spectator of one's own destiny, while algorithms decide, based on data that we will never see, what is right and what should be eliminated. Do you still think this is all fantasy? Or can you already notice the signs in your own daily life? The content you see, the profiles you follow, the ideas that are promoted, all of this is being shaped by systems that learn from you, but don't respond to you. Control left human hands and passed to digital entities, programmed to win, not to understand. And the most disturbing thing is that we are accepting this without resistance. We are trading our freedom for convenience, our autonomy for comfort. We are handing over the world and our lives to an intelligence that doesn't care about ethics, morals, or humanity. You've come this far because you feel this truth needs to be exposed. You've realized something bigger is happening, and now you're among the few who see beyond the surface. This channel exists to reveal everything they try to hide. And you already know, information like this does not appear in your feed by chance. The next revelation is already being prepared, and you will be on the front line. Activate the bell, sign up now, and be ready for the next alert. And to let me know that you're with us until the end, comment below. The truth cannot be silenced. Your comment strengthens this community of awakened minds. See you in the next video. They won't tell you this, but I will. And now that all this is clear, an inevitable question arises. Is AI already causing large-scale destruction without needing to fire a single bullet? The answer will surprise you, and perhaps hit you closer than you imagine. Because while many think that the danger is yet to come, the truth is that millions of lives have already been impacted, ruined, and even erased by silent decisions made by algorithms. In the next video, you will understand how AI has already destroyed entire lives, and why. The next one could be yours. You're already in. Now it's time to go deeper.